So hello everyone and welcome back to another Gunpla Battle Laboratory video. We've been covering this a little bit and I've just come across this post on Twitter and it goes more in depth with how the laboratory works. It's now available in Japan to go into and have a look. And we were looking at this in a couple of other videos and speculating what it might be, but here this user shows us a little bit more about it. Now you can try it in Gundam Base Tokyo, and you can capture data from the Gunpla and use it, and at the moment the user says here, some people don't believe it, but it actually works. So here we've got a shot of the Gunpla laboratory, or battle laboratory here. We've got what looks like a new kit that's just stood up on a pedestal to show it off a little bit. And then we've got the individual booths. We've got the 3D data scan booth and the battle operation check booth. I'm assuming they transfer data between each other. And then in the background we've got some other build fighters, so build divers stuff. And then we've got the typography on a piece of glass there to make it look really cool. But what they've actually got is that kit looks very unique. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. I'm trying to make it out from this distance what the parts are, but that's the 3D scanning pedestal that they have. It looks a little bit like the torso might be from the X Gundam. But then here it says, the scan is rotated 360 degrees with the Gundam fixed to a special stand. I can only experience with a decided Gunpla in the event. So you can only use what they choose for you in the event by the look of it. The Gundam I modified with was poly putty and junk parts can actually be scanned. We have special permission to scan them. So that's the Gundam the person made. And then they scanned it all in and we get shown the 3D scanning here, where it shows a lot of outlines, so it picks up all the different edges here and scans them, and then after it's taken all that 3D data, which I'm assuming is done via point clouds, after it's all done in 3D, that then goes into the machine. Then it says here, although it's still a simple game, it can be operated with a control pad. It's not highly accurate, but because it's a simple scan setting for the event that's unveiled at this time, but it's possible to increase the accuracy considerably if you ask for more scan time. So the longer it scans, the better it is. There are such problems such as shortening the scan time, but I'm surprised to be here. So let's have a look. So there we can see, it looks like the X Gundam with some other modifications. Is that the Air Master as well? I'm not entirely sure. Some of those parts I'm not familiar with. But it shows the kit looking like it's either scanned or in-game there. The thing is, it's rough around the edges. That's interesting. I'm not sure whether that's like a 3D model that they've generated or whether that's just their scan. I don't know whether that's... I don't think that's gameplay at the moment because that looks way too rough. I'm assuming at this point, until I read on, that that is literally just a copy of the 3D scan that's gone in. Although I'm not entirely sure. It says at the bottom here, because the kit has been prepared from a custom experience, the data such as the limbs are prepared beforehand. People who had thought only to combine it to the suit and make it custom, right? Because of the evidence that it's not, this time I had specially scanned in my modified Gunpla. Do you believe this? So I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'm going to actually retweet this myself. If anyone doesn't have me on Twitter at the moment, it's at UnrealDman. I'll leave it in the description for you, so you'll see this tweet going live. I'll just do that now. But yeah, this is really interesting to see how it's done. What do you guys think about this? Leave your comments down below. This is fascinating at this point.